What's up, everyone? It is your boy, Paco Escobar, with the one, the only, Bars and Joysticks. Before I get into this content today, please give us a like, comment, subscribe, windmill that notification button to stay up to date with all the uploads we bring to you weekly here at Bars and Joysticks. Go ahead and follow the social media links below to stay tuned with all news Bars and Joysticks. Now let's get into this gas, baby. So today I am doing a video on emulation on the Steam Deck. And this video is inspired by someone who commented on my last video on the Steam Deck. And that being Sishad. I'm sorry if I butchered your name, Sishad, but can it run emulators, that being the Steam Deck? And can it run them well? Good FPS, NES, SNES, N64, PS1, PS2, and maybe Android games. And that is a yes, Sishad. That is a yes. Even with that 400 model, you should be good to run those games. Those games are pretty streamlined with emulating those games and emulating those games smooth. There's even ways to run those games on your cell phone. So you're definitely going to be covered with that selection of games and ways you can do that. Out of the box, the Steam Deck is going to have Linux on it running. Linux is already running emulators very smoothly. And even if you wanted to say, hey, I don't want to run Linux on this, I want to run Windows, you're going to probably have even better performance with running Windows on the Steam Deck. Now, I will say that might not be early in the stage of the Steam Deck right off the box. There might be some issues with running Windows just because we got Windows 11 that just came out a couple months ago. So there might be maybe some bugs, but I would say definitely going in on the Steam Deck and seeing what it can do on Windows 11, what can it do on Linux, what is the pros and the cons of running these emulators on those two IOs. But you have that option. And even just kind of going back to Linux and the default IO out of the box, RetroArch is on the Steam store on PC already, and you will have that obviously having the Steam Deck. So you can go right in there and download the cores from the Steam store of RetroArch and run those games right out the box. And that's not too complicated going in on far as the run. That's like a quick YouTube search away and boom, you are gaming, playing Game Boy games, Super Nintendo games. And to get into your Android games, definitely, like I said, just those IOs, Linux, definitely with running Windows, you should definitely have access to getting those Android games, and even just going on the browser to get Android App Store downloaded to your Steam Deck, you're going to be able to do that. So you're pretty much covered as far as what you're looking for, Sishad, and emulating on the Steam Deck. Now, I would say the PS3 and the Switch. And the PS3 emulator I have a lot of experience with is RPC S3. And I don't have the most high-end like gaming laptop. Wasn't really running too smooth for me. I didn't really have a good experience with running RPC S3. I'm pretty sure on higher end PCs you'll have a better experience, but even still with more high-end PCs like gaming PCs, custom built PCs, it's still, you're gonna have some problems with certain amounts of games on that emulator just because the PlayStation 3 is such a complex system in itself, and trying to emulate and duplicate that is still not where it's at with PCSX2. With PlayStation 2 emulation, it's not there yet. And Yuzu, let me know in the comment section what experience you guys have with Yuzu. I have not touched Yuzu just because I own a Switch, and I'm not even getting into that realm. Let me know what you guys' experience with running Yuzu is, but I would say just because those are more HD modern consoles, those are gonna give you headaches as far as not running at the right frame rate. 16, 32-bit gaming, you're gonna be smooth 30 FPS. If you want to boost it to 60, you're gonna be straight, especially when you're talking about like fighting games. You're gonna be all right with that. Dolphin, GameCube, and Wii, you're gonna be solid. Citra, 3DS, DuckStation, PS1, definitely you're going to be solid. PSP games, you're going to be solid running that off the Steam Deck. Even with the $400 model, you should be good with that. Like I said, if you're looking to try to do a lot more of you trying to run like PS4 games and Xbox One games and even Xbox games. I know Xbox is very tricky with emulation. I think that's where you're gonna run this for Roblox. And definitely I would say we're gonna see a huge support from the emulator developers with the Steam Deck. I definitely know we're gonna be getting specific patches for the Steam Deck. Without a doubt, this is a handheld PC console. Let me know in the comments section, what do you think that Steam Deck's gonna be able to do performance-wise? What emulators you think it can run? Do you think one of these other handheld are better than the Steam Deck in emulation? I would really like to know, so please give us these comments. Let me bust it up with you, and who knows, you might be my next video. But this is your boy Paco Escobar with Bars and Joysticks. See you in Space Cowboys. See you in Space Cowgirls. Peace.